Hi everyone. Today in this session, we are going to see about how many different Viva Vault application for the pharma companies that Viva Systems is providing. So where we have to go and verify and how to understand each and every application that Viva Systems is providing for the pharma companies. So let me share my screen. We will go through this in a very detailed way. So here you are saying the viva.com. There is a Viva Systems URL. So here you can find all the different applications for the pharma companies alone. How many different Viva Vault applications that Viva System is providing. So starting from clinical, that is the R&D area, until the commercial. So as I have already explained in previous videos about the pharma life cycle, so you will be having a knowledge that how the drug is developed and how the clinical trials will be provided. The testings will be done in the animals, and after a successful clinical trial, that particular drug has to be deliver to the different markets like United States, UK, or any other country. If you want to deliver it, the regulatory authorities has to approve the particular drug documents, and then the process, the testings and clinical trials and everything has to be submitted to the regulatory authorities in the regulatory area. And quality check will be done in the quality applications. Safety will be safety applications also been there for the pharma companies for the vault applications. And finally, it will be delivered to the HCPs or the medical reps through to the doctors, and from the doctors, it will reach to the patients. So that is coming up under the medical and commercial. So here, in a very clear way, they have provided you. Once you are clicking on the clinical, what are the different applications available in the clinical vaults? So once you are coming here, you are saying that four different departments, they are splitting the clinical platform, that is clinical operations, clinical data, RTSM, and ECOE. So the clinical operations serves the major one. So if you're coming below, the clinical operations have more than 8 applications. So 8 separate Vault applications they are providing. So if you are going to work for a Viva Vault project as an admin or an end user, okay. So if you are into the clinical project, so you will be seeing any one of the application, and you will be working on one or two application together as well. So in that, Viva ETMF is the major one, that is electronic trial master file. So basically, all the medicines, the label, um, and all the contents and all the details will be there in the electronic trial master file. Then the clinical trial management system, that is a CTMS. So these two are a major Vault application in the clinical operation. Other than that, we have Viva payments, study startup, study training. So each and every application, to understand about in detail, you can navigate to the particular link and you can read about that before you are working on that particular application. And after clinical operations, we have a clinical data. So data management like Viva EDC, so collecting and reviewing the study data. And coming to CDB, that is clinical data from multiple source resources they are migrating. So here you can clearly see the table diagram with the data management system, how it can be scheduled, and the event and signature will be delivered from the customers in the clinical data. And RTSM is for speeding the trials and reducing the complexity. For that, a separate application they have provided to the clinical team from the Vault side. Okay, so these are all the complete different applications available in the clinical platform. And the next application we are going to see is about the regulatory. So as I mentioned, regulatory is the heart of the each and every drug, how it is moving to each and every market. So in that, we have around three different application. So together it's called a RIM suite. So this is not a separate application. All the modules will be united under the RIM suite application. Okay, here you can find registration. So registration is nothing but master data. So master data is like product, about the drug product family, and the variant. What is the size of the drug? Is it in a ml or it in mgs? And what is that? Whether the medicines will be loaded up into the container. So all the master data about the drug will be added up under the registration first. Once it is created, after that, I have explained in my previous session about the regulatory. So if you watch that, you will understand that what are the different objects, transactional objects available to create the registration, like registering the particular drug, and finally it will be marketed to the regulatory authorities. So after that, the submission. So how the registered drug will be submitted to the authorities. For that, we have to create the submission first. This is called the transactional objects, they will call, like application creation and then the submission creation. And then they will be creating a content plan. So based on the regulatory objective, the content plan will be developed, and finally it will be submitted to the health authorities, and the authorities will be asking the question in the wall platform itself, that it will be coming under the Viva submission publishing. Okay, so these first three modules, like registration, submission, publishing, till then the regulatory authorities will be reviewing and then finally approving it. And finally, these approved submissions has to be archived and place it in the same application. For that, the Viva submission archive will be coming up. So together, all these modules will be coming under the Viva RIM suite. Multiple clients will be using one or two applications, and other two modules will be in the third party application. So slowly, everyone are migrating to the Vault, and they are get to used to it. And moving on to the next one is quality. So as I mentioned, quality check is the important one. Even in the quality, they have multiple applications like Viva QMS, it's a quality management system, and product surveillances, validation management, and Viva batch lists. So like that, we have 6 to 7 different applications like quality docs, station manager. So everything is related to the quality content. So even for a particular drug or for a standard operating procedure or any training documents, everything has to be loaded up in the quality docs application. And periodic review of that quality documents, whether the documents are quality check is properly done. So everything will be available in the quality suite. So this is not going to be a single application. It's going to be a different applications. So if you go through this, you'll understand it pretty much easier. So quality is kind of an application. If you have the quality knowledge, you can able to work on it. Mostly it will be in object specific configurations will be there in the quality. So whatever we are seeing in the R&D areas, as an admin, you have to understand mostly the object specific configuration you have to be pretty strong to work on the clinical, regulatory, and quality as well as safety. But in case of if you're working for the commercial application or the medical applications, so mostly it is a document specific, because all the documents will be delivered to the doctors and HCPs. So mostly the document configuration will be there. So this is basically for the admin people. So coming to safety, again, safety is having different applications. Global safety case processing from intake through reporting and submissions. So it's basically for verifying the safety for the submitted applications. So mostly the dashboard related stuffs are available in the Viva safety application, and safety docs, safety signals, safety workbench. So like this, 4 different applications are there in the safety walls. After this, under a medical, we have 3 different application, that is Medcoms, that is a medical communication documents, and medical inquiry. So these two are a different vault application. Always this will be integrated to the CRM system. So earlier, most of you know that Viva CRM was there by provided by the Viva itself by having a tie-up with the Salesforce. But now the tie-up has been removed from 2025. So they have introduced a new application called Viva Vault CRM. So Viva Vault CRM is another Vault application. So always this medcoms and medical inquiry will be integrated to this Vault CRM. From the Vault CRM through the customer relationship marketing, the mostly the doctors will be viewing in the CRM end about the approved email or closed loop marketing, all these documents for the approved approved medical drugs will be available in the Vault CRM end. So only difference is that the Vault CRM customization, that what are the different portals they have provided under the CRM end. It will be same like the Salesforce application. So whoever is having the Salesforce knowledge, they can easily understand the Vault CRM, and even the Vault specific users easily learn the Vault CRM configuration as well. So together, Vault CRM is going to benefit for most of the pharma companies. And the commercial applications are the promo mats I missed to mention. The promo mats is a promotional materials. All the promoting materials will be there in the commercial end. So here they have mentioned about the major top companies using the Viva Commercial Cloud and Data Cloud are Bosch, Bayer, Biogen, so the Merck. So these are all the topmost companies are currently using with the customer success. So So this space is much helpful for intermittent or whoever is beginning with the Vault to learn about what are the different applications they are going to work on. So all these different applications provided by the Viva systems is beneficial to the pharma companies. Okay. So kindly comment on any particular topic I need to explain in the configuration side or in the domain side. Just mention it in the comments so that I will try to cover it up in the next session. Yeah, we will see in the next session. Thank you.